Mental health conditions. Depression and anxiety. Depression is more than only experiencing down or possessing a negative day. It can easily be impacting you individually. The psychological health and wellness trouble is psychological ailment consisting of the observing indicators, really feeling like a worthless pawn in the activity of lifestyle, losing control of your lifestyle, sense frustrated in your work, career, your good friends, and anything else you will earn. A feeling of being left, feeling left without a spot to go after a shed reason. When a saddening mood lasts for a long opportunity and meddles with regular, day-to-day functioning, you might be depressed. It are going to take a handful of nights to go coming from a good mood to anxiety. If you fall, you are going to have to deal with all the emotions and suffering connected with your clinical depression. In the lack of a depressed state of mind, you will find a long listing of coping methods to prevent clinical depression and focus. Make use of the How to Operate Along with Depression post that's on call in our blog. Indicators of anxiety feature 1. Feeling sad or distressed frequently or all the opportunity, not desiring to carry out activities that used to be cool, feeling cranky, effortlessly frustrated or antsy, possessing issue, dropping asleep or staying sleeping, waking up too early or resting. Also consider if you presume you are depressed, talk with your physician or a psychological health specialist immediately. If you are chatting about bipolar, there are several medications to take. But you ought to not make use of one that is very effective and has a confirmed use scenario in a patient who is enduring from bipolar or uncontrollable. Some drugs might exacerbate mood symptoms and possess no various other side impacts. It isn't merely typical feeling that depression is enhancing in the USA. This is particularly necessary if your signs and symptoms are getting worse or influencing your day-to-day activities. If you have experienced an allergic reaction, it can easily be due to a detailed individual sensitive to your items, including peanut oil, lupin, or an prescription antibiotic. There have been numerous situations of an hypersensitive reaction to some prescription medicines that you are taking or that you have taken out for procedure. In a lot of scenarios, however, there is definitely no evidence of an hypersensitive response. The particular reason of clinical depression is unidentified. When an individual is really feeling worry, they may experience a negative feeling, consisting of emotions of despair, that cannot be resolved within the system. If this was the situation, clinical depression may lead to self-destruction. Some anxiety may exacerbate physical conditions such as center breakdown, weight increase, or cancer. People typically respond much less properly to antidepressants than to antidepressants. Individuals who are taking an antidepressant might appear overconfident or overdependent. It might be led to by a blend of hereditary, organic, ecological, and psychological variables. Various other sources of genetic diseases. Some health conditions may be triggered through environmental factors. For example, the threat of tuberculosis, hepatitis B, and various other TB viruses from food items is much higher than those of various other reasons. Some viruses are led to through one aspect or both. Some illness likewise might be created through several aspects, one aspect being a more dangerous invulnerable system. 2. Everyone is different, but the adhering to elements might improve an individual's possibilities of coming to be depressed. 1. Possessing blood relatives who have possessed clinical depression, experiencing distressing or demanding events, such as physical or sex-related abuse, the fatality of a light.